Our savior came to us from the stars.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Check, check, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Here we go. Good evening. Or good morning it depends on where we're from. Hello. Plenty of you tonight. Hi there. Yo. Ashmish, Falco, and Mr. Bueno, sir. Welcome. Thank you for attending today. Now, where do I begin? Oh, I forgot this. Whoop, there we go. Where do I begin? Man, it truly has been a year since we started streaming. Well, I started streaming, isn't it? It truly has been something else, don't you think? Well, I got to be honest, because even I have no idea that I will actually come this far. But we do now, and I personally say that I don't have any words to describe how am I feeling right now. So, I think the first thing in order would be, I would like to thank each and every one of you who has come through sticking with me for this entire year. Thank you. Thank you so much. Am I still in Osaka? Yeah, I'm still in Osaka. I actually am very close to graduating, so right now I currently am undertaking some career support. I should also be on the lookout for an internship, but it is something that I have to go look for myself, really. Not to mention the dream. I think even after graduation, which I predict roughly is going to be around next year, I have to start taking things very seriously, like working and all that. So, while I predict there's going to be a very high chance that I will be streaming less starting next year, but even I have no idea how the future will hold. So, moving forward, right, I only hope that everything will be good this point on. And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Although, admittedly, when I save, I have to go find an internship. Oh no. As a Japanese people will put it, ちょっと難しいな. Well, sulking around and doing nothing about it isn't going to help fix anything. All I can do is just move forward and try to give my all in everything. But still, yeah, it has been a year, you know. I am honestly very surprised by myself as well. We held out long enough. Just take things as they go. Yes, sir, doing everything I can. Just take things as they go. Easier said than done. That is probably correct. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Right. So the actual anniversary wouldn't be today, this night, right? I mean, I got some special things planning with you guys, right? In mind, right? I predict the actual celebration would be on Sunday the 27th, but this is just me predicting because I have to, I have to finish all my probable assignments first before actually coming in clean with you guys about, having an actual celebration. That being said, yes, last year August is the month I debuted. So August would be a day of celebration. Yeah. Well, honestly, am I going to keep the mystery until Sunday? Well, not this Sunday, more on the 27th on Sunday. It's not much of a mystery as in, this is my first time planning anything like this. I have already started planning from earlier last month. But it does bring to the question, what do people do on their anniversaries? Do they play video games with their viewers and followers? I mean, and I still have to keep promise with Mr. Bueno. He, let me tell you guys something, right? He gave me, Mr. Bueno gifted me DNF, the dungeon fighter fighting game. The announcement of an announcement. Yeah. Isn't that Japanese bureaucracy? Oh my god, I have become one of them. Oh no, this is the announcement of an announcement. Oh dear lord. Yes, I was gifted DNF Duel, and I believe that's the name of the game, and I want to play it, but at the same time, I am also overwhelmed with real life obligations, and Baldur's Gate 3 just came out, and it's literally slapped me on the face. Now, I am trying to save it until I get to stream it because of how enormous the game is. So just earlier this morning, I just made sure to basically, I slapped my hand from opening Baldur's Gate 3. Because after it finished downloading, the whole thing is a chunker of roughly 97 gigabytes, right? And after I finished downloading, I decided to have a taste, I think in Indonesian you call it ngicip-ngicip. right? I decided to have a taste. It's like wine tasting, okay, of the game. And I told myself, I'll just play this for 1 hour. I have work to do. I'll be back next time and then I'll play on full force. Eight fucking hours later, I am still in Baldur's Gate. My god! God, I love RPGs. It's what I grew up with. DNF is good for quick play sessions. Play Baldur's as your main. Rightfully so, sir. Rightfully so. And hello. Well, yeah. Welcome to each and every. Did I fuck a bear yet? We almost. Almost. I think I got fucked by a bear instead. But anyway, I think I kind of stopped there. And so what is going to happen is that I am going to start a new campaign of Baldur's Gate 3, but this time we'll be doing a character that is very much representing myself, because I actually gave it a test campaign with the NPCs. So I created origin characters instead of creating my own custom character. So when we go for a brand new Baldur's Gate campaign, we'll create a brand new custom character instead of playing as the origin characters. So, and origin meaning basically pre-built characters that are already that are already built by the. So you're going to become a bear that has. I mean, if you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my mentor. Please put your hand together for him. This is my mentor. Ah, man. It's been a while. But man, I think we used to talk about how there are so many people with dreams and achievements. Yeah, not really, no, because I think I got fucked by a bear instead. Well, not in the pleasant manner, mind you. So, where was I? Yes. A whole year. Me and Mr. Bueno used to talk about how we have often heard people with their hopes and dreams come and go, and they would boast about wanting to achieve great things in Japan. But then, what was it you said? The city of Tokyo swallowed them up? I think somewhere around those lines. Or was it Japan that swallowed them up? But yeah, it's one of those countries in the world that will really test your mettle and push you to grow up even faster than usual. I think us, the firstborn son of the Gurdo dynasty, I have enjoyed a life of privilege from a very young age. and live in my family's manner all the way back in my home world, easily looking down on people. Well, not looking down as in looking down on them, but I'm not going to beat around the bush by the fact that yes, I was born with gracious amount of privilege that many people hope they were born into. Yet part of my youth was actually squandering it. Now living in living in a place where you basically just have a chance like everyone else, but it's made harder for you. You kind of realize that this galaxy is so massive that you cannot solve everything by the means of your gigantic body armor or even giant robot powers. It's not as simple as that. Though, at the end, I am very thankful that I managed to make through some of the worst things. And for that, I am grateful. So, no man is an island, this is true. So, what are the plans for the Growth anniversary? I will probably play a massive multiplayer game with everyone else. I'm trying to think of a good game which can involve quite a number of people, but no game comes in mind at the moment. Falco once suggested Fall Guys, but I am not sure if the people here would enjoy Fall Guys or not. Well, I have several multiplayer games, namely Warlander, Fall Guys, Dead by Daylight, but I think ultimately I should just pick a game that can be enjoyed by everyone else, right? So that... No, correction. I should pick a game that I'm actually enjoying, right? So that everybody would have fun too, because, you know, their streamer is having fun, right? So, that being said, now I don't have a Switch, so there won't be any Mario Kart. Kia Akiyama, I think it's your first time seeing your name here. Hi there, welcome. So, a free-to-play game that can support multiple players. I'll have to announce it 1 or 2 days before the actual thing, so maybe people can download it and give it a go. Then we can do a rotation. Yeah, no, they prioritize on German. That is correct. Long time no see, by the way, Terabyte. You like Fall Guys, sir? Yeah, I suppose there's nothing wrong with Fall Guys. I just have to find out how big it is. I don't think it's that big anyway. But we shall see. So we have some options, at least down the road. The next thing that I want to announce to you people is this took quite a while to do because of how I put my real life work as priority. Oh, Martin, how you doing? Yeah, pick one that you actually enjoy. I could also host a watch party. This, yes, true. This is doable. At HGU's Discord? You know, that isn't such a bad idea. Although, yes, it can be that bad. So for an explanation, right? Bueno and some other of his friends are, I believe, moderators of a very long-standing tokusatsu social circle, I believe, called the Henshin Justice Unlimited. It is a very it is actually quite an old name, right? And it is honestly quite a surprise because I first heard of Henshin Justice Unlimited nearly many moons ago, you know. And the fact that they're still staying around for such a long time, I think it's a testament to the people behind them. That's what I believe. So, but that also brings me to my other announcement that we are also. Would you post the Discord link of Henshin Justice Unlimited? I'll pin it. Don't worry, boss. I'll pin it. So if you guys want to talk tokusatsu for the very first time, or you just want to find a place where you want to discuss tokusatsu peacefully without the toxic fandom, yes, I say it, I'm not going to take it back, right? Please go here. You Bueno and I believe his other friend Cosmic Kaiser. Yeah. There we go, let me pin this. There you are. Bueno and his friend Cosmic Kaiser are currently moderators there, right? And I think the general rules apply, right? Feel free to discuss tokusatsu, but don't be an ass. You know, like, you better get your headache take a look on Martin. If you are having a massive headache, you shouldn't be in the computer screen. Don't worry, because this is not the real celebration. So I believe let's just put this here. Hang on, where are you? Let's make a new one. An on-screen announcement that I can Cornelius, greetings, welcome. How you doing? Happy good anniversary, thank you so much. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Step 1. Okay, let me resize this. But basically, right? Yes, it is just as you see, right? We are currently in the midst of making this. The Gurdonites Discord channel. Now let me just, right? This has been announced earlier this year, to be exact. Although, I must say, yeah, I must say that while it took a long while to make this into reality, right? Hang on, there you are. It took a long while, you know, because I was heavily distracted with real life shenanigans, but it is almost done. Yeah. Let's see. I swear I'm a professional streamer. I have done this before. For real. Okay, there we go. Hey, too big. But yeah. Alright, here you go. The first being the announcement of the Gorudo Knights Discord channel. And for those who have no idea, Gorudo Knights are basically the formation of my fan name. Right. From now on, thou shall all be called the Gorudo Knights, in a way that their purpose is to serve in a similar manner as, I believe, the similar manner or the similar terms that I shall borrow from Earth would be the Foreign Legion. Yes. If you have heard of it, then I guess you know what a Gorudo Knight shall be. Well, although mostly, aside from being my fans and watchers, followers, subscribers, right? I do expect that every one of you would conduct yourselves with the best behavior you can be. Otherwise, I'll be very disappointed. And you don't want to see me disappointed. Thank you. Now, the second thing that I would like to announce with the coming this year is I have finally made up my mind, right? Since people seem to like it and it actually boosted my viewership a lot, like, you know, concurrent viewership for some reason. So this, we will have more of this, right? Genuinely, I have not been one with the utmost confidence when it comes to my singing voice or anything else like that. Yeah. And even though people say that they enjoy listening to me do this, I still have much questions to myself regarding the quality of this. But based on observation, whenever I do this, whenever I sing, whenever I do karaoke, people had so much fun. I think they stopped paying attention with how I choose to deliver a song and more on how they are enjoying themselves so much. So I may still have troubles with, you know, finding how my voice is supposed to work, and this is something that I'm willing to admit to each and every one of you, you know. But as long as people wish to see me grow, support me, and most importantly, while I enjoy the things that people do enjoy, I think that is more important than anyone else. Sorry, not anyone else, than anything else. With that being said, I would like to thank all of you for, you know, enjoying the karaoke streams. Very much so. No, I'm not going to break into song right now for being all sentimental, but yeah, I will definitely have more frequent karaoke streams. I will take what people have complimented about me, and I'll utilize it to the fullest, and I'll build on it. So thank you very much. Yeah. Now, moving on. The third one. The third one is actually discussed in a previous stream before. I believe it was last month. It happened the month before last month. It actually happened in June, I think, where I discussed this. Frequent streaming, which unfortunately I kind of botched because July I didn't have the best time with my health, and I had to take a very long break before returning. So because of that, I haven't been able to deliver most of the things that I promised to my viewers, to you guys. My manager has always told me that streaming is consistency, and if I do it enough, more people will come to notice it. Which I take that advice to heart, and I believe that advice can be said with just about anything else, right? And not just streaming. For example, do you guys know that when I first started art school, the algorithm will be hard on you when you rarely stream? This is true. So, when I first started art school, right, I had literally zero knowledge with art and was only capable of drawing stickman at best. But now that let me rephrase that, okay? Sorry. I admittedly had to repeat my first year in art school because of how much I was struggling. And it's that bad. But that repeat turned out to be a blessing, because only by doing that, was I capable of coming up with some things that I did not even know I was capable of doing. For example, I think I posted this before, right? But there you are. I was capable of making something like this. And it even got me surprised, I think no one can tell the difference if this character was made to be on a Transformers G1 promotional poster. When I saw the result, it surprised me, I know I still have a long way to go as well, but at least the results are here. I think even Ashmish himself, hang on, there we go. There you go. Even see the chat is strongly reacting. Nice. I think even Ashwish himself said that there is nothing left he could teach me except, continuing. Basically, I just have to continue some things. Which, by the way, admittedly, I am a bit directionless when it comes to advices like that. But at least, I am already at a point where I know what am I going to do, right? I can even do this too. I was studying mechanical details from I think most Twitter followers have seen this colored already. But yeah, I was studying mechanical details because just for the sake of it. And in one assignment, the sensei wants all the students to challenge themselves on something that they've never done before and make it into a reality. So, I choose mechanical detail, made this, and somehow managed to even, as I said again, surprise myself once more. Hello, werewolf. Welcome. Now, if I could find the end result. Yeah, so that's why indeed. There's also this one. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly. Yeah. This one comes as a major surprise. See? I was learning how to do gradient, and I thought now the foreground needs way more work. But I was learning how to do gradient on this Robo Musume character. Right? Yeah. And it surprisingly looked great. Also, can I just say, long-lived texture brushes. Yeah. Long-lived texture brushes. But in the end, I guess what I want to say is basically the frequent streaming will also be accompanied by some art streaming, right? Because not too long ago, I found a way to plug my iPad, the one which I do art mostly with, to my laptop. So we are capable of screen projecting. Now, the art stream has nothing to do with me trying to do art. It's mostly me, probably doing my assignments while practicing, and while I really want to draw more and more, I believe my current interest is basically bijin. In Japanese, bijin means a beautiful woman. Yes, I like ladies. I, however, found myself drawn to bijin mecha musume instead. Yes. Due to circumstances, I found myself to bijin mecha musume. So, and while I was worried that I will be too hyper focused on that topic, thankfully I have very good lecturers who reassures me that you still need specialties, especially in the world of art like this, right? The ability to draw normal cute girls is in Japan what they call a dime a dozen. But even though it's a dime a dozen, it is still one of the most important skills in in at least the art world, because the demand is always there. But to draw something specialized is a whole other completely different story. So I think that's what I'll be focused on. Right? There we go. Now, yes, art streams will perhaps be an important part, right, of my streaming future. Now, if I could only get a cable to work, we might have our very first art stream coming quite soon. But we shall see, because I still have some other things to, work on. Anyway, number 4. This number 4 has also been discussed here before, right? But since we are already here, I will also discuss it here, because to serve as a reminder anyway, because reminders are important. Number 4 being that is a bit hard to read, but I guess people have gotten this idea before. There we go. Yeah. Increasing the range of things to stream with. So what does this mean? It basically means that just because I am a giant robot, well, the majority of my streams are... there you go. I was looking for this button. There we go. The majority of my streams have almost always been mecha related. Maybe with the exception of me playing Triangle Strategy. But I think from the beginning, I was very heavy leaning on the mecha side. I think it's also time where I try to do other games which I don't normally play, just to see if I would blend well with them. One example being the Dead by Daylight, which I played quite some time ago with Falco, Verin, and Ashwish. There will probably be another Dead by Daylight stream coming soon after. When I say soon, I probably mean it's going to be next month, but we shall see. Don't forget to drink, guys. Well, this is true. Halloween is here, and I got to admit that I am not a big fan of horror games. Oh, do I really have to? God, I am not equipped to deal with the supernatural. Oh dear Lord. So yeah, the popular YouTuber, Vtuber, horror multiplayer, Phasmophobia, I am highly considering it. Just for Halloween. But I am taking people with me. Because no way I'm going to die alone. Damn it. Can play Subnautica? No. There are two things I dislike the most in this world. The supernatural, things that I can't hit, and underwater shenanigans. Let me tell you guys a story, okay? I used to be a player of World of Warcraft. Alright? I was there during the original Burning Crusade. Not the current server Burning Crusade. I don't know what Blizzard is thinking. But the very original Burning Crusade. Yes. So, when Cataclysm first came out, the first thing I went to was the new zone in Cataclysm expansion called Nasjatar. If you know your Warcraft lore, then you know what Nasjatar is. If you don't know your Warcraft lore, let me explain. Nasjatar is the very first underwater leveling area conceived by the developers, right? But being World of Warcraft, if you stay underwater too long, you are going to run out of breath and die. So how do they do this? By being in the part of the quest, you have to help, I believe, the shaman that will cast you this permanent bubble on your character's head, where the underwater breathing spell and clean air is forever circulated within your character's head. So that's why you are capable of not just underwater travel, but also underwater combat in Nasjatar. Right? Now, because I wanted to see the underwater area as a fact of curiosity, right? I went there first. But then I was made aware, like I'm fully aware there are pixels, okay? I am very fully aware there are pixels. However, when you are just a level 80 player, fresh off Wrath of the Lich King, which was max level at the time, by the way. And the first thing you saw in Nasjatar, the moment they teach you how to do underwater breathing, was the sighting of this ginormous whale, which is probably 100 times larger than the player character. You are swimming, you are doing your quests, Then this ginormous whale with its ginormous mouth just casually swims past you. You click on the whale to check its status, and what do you see? The whale is max level. You are only probably level 81, level 82. But the whale is max level for the expansion. You are very close to the whale, and every single cell in your body, for the sake of discovery and curiosity, just to like the gamers call it, to fuck around and find out what will happen if you use your weapon to poke the whale. You know, I had that in my mind. A whale 100 times the size of a player character, swimming casually with its ginormous jaws next to you, and the first thing that come into your mind as an adventurer is, I want to stab it. Did the whale attack? No. Do you know what happened? I turned around and swam away as fast as I can. I waited until the whale swam away with its ginormous size, and thought the nightmare is over. But no. Oh no. No, the story does not end there, ladies and gentlemen. The story doesn't end there. This was Blizzard at its prime, not the Blizzard of today. I'm sorry. This was Blizzard at its prime. They were just riding the coattails of Wrath of the Lich King, arguably their most popular expansion. You know? This was peak prime Blizzard. So, obviously, it's underwater. They are not going to stop at a giant whale. And sharks are the last thing we have to worry about. What else in underwater exists that is part of a fantasy world? That is also a giant monster. Do you guys know? Hang on. This is not the appropriate music for this. I got an idea. Within the deepest, darkest reaches of the underwater levels, there exists a creature feared by sailors, feared by privateers, feared by all the seafaring men and women. A creature so foul that many of her bardic muses was made in its name. In its movement, a creature known in many fantasy legends that attack ships, boats, everything else. A creature even more dangerous than the shark that we have to contend with. More dangerous than than an enormous whale. I speak of the Kraken. When I first saw the Kraken in Nasjata, it was not a normal Kraken. It was one mutated to such a horrifying degree. You could not count the amount of tentacles it had. I shuddered with fear as the mystifying creature, the mystifying giant of Eld, burst forth from its resting place. I said resting place because yes, the Kraken was an ancient beast in World of War within the zone of Nasjata, but it was resurrected by magic. So I think you can imagine what kind of thing that Blizzard has designed just for the sake of slapping a player with a giant aberration tentacled monster. But if you think the Kraken is the most terrifying creature in the sea, you are still wrong. There is one more creature within the deep sea, even more terrifying than the Kraken, that made me a giant mighty warrior wet my pants for the first time in my life. Something even worse, something larger. It didn't do anything to me, but the first time I saw it, I knew I had to run away as far as I can. No turning back. I went to the other leveling zone because I was that much of a coward. So what could be scarier than a giant whale and a Kraken, you ask? If you are thinking what I'm thinking, then you are guessing it right. I saw the corpse of an old god. There is a very good reason why we have only explored barely, not even 50% of the Earth's seas. Or maybe because the researchers do not want to reveal what is currently underwater in Earth. There are things down there that even I dare not spoke of. And I think it is in our best interests when it comes to the ocean, the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. Even for the sake of discovery, all I could say is stay the fuck away. That being said, alright. How you guys doing? With that brings me Alien Ryuzaki Kazu, hello, greetings, welcome to my fifth point. I am finally announcing storytelling streams. Yeah. So that story which I tell is basically, I'm going to admit, right? It's a full-on exaggeration of my adventures in World of Warcraft. In the end, to proceed through the zone, I had to ask the help of my guild members back then, because I was a young Gurdu, and I am willing to admit that I was crying like a bitch. But yeah, it is of unfortunate circumstances, but I don't play World of Warcraft anymore. You know, ever since, I think most of you frustrated gamers know how, what's the word for it? What happened to Blizzard is a tragedy of unprecedented scale. And I think it made everybody skeptical about Western developers. And I'm not speaking about what the enormous scandal that got Blizzard, right? I'm talking about what happens after. Because currently, no amount of public relations is going to help them. Because I'll just be very clear, you know, if the relationship with this particular company is good, right? I will probably be playing Diablo 4 here. And I like action RPGs. I love them too. So it's not just turn-based RPGs. I love the point-and-click RPGs. I grew up with Diablo 2, you know? But after the disappointment that is, you know, Shadowlands, I personally think that unless some sort of miracle happen, you will not see me touch a single Blizzard product. Do I have good memories with it? Of course. Yes, very much so. Will I ever be able to have more good memories with it? I personally don't think so. It's a pity. I mean, a huge part of me really want to try out Diablo 4. But you know, screw filters. I'm just going to say it. I heard from a friend of mine that their recent update to Diablo 4 has made it so that the first thing you see when you log in is basically the promotion of the cash shop, of the in-game real money cash shop. Now, depending on how people feel about cash shops, it's both a 50-50 thing, because even my favorite MMORPG, Final Fantasy XIV, has a cash shop. We call it the Mock Station. But I think suffice to say, right, there is a huge difference between cash shops made by developers who know what they are doing. Like, we are talking about Final Fantasy XIV here. Arguably the king of MMOs right now, but only because Yoshida is currently under the helm. I fear that the day Yoshida steps down as the leading developer of Creative Business Tree, Square Enix might just get its grubby hands on Creative Business Tree and put in their practices that might in the end ruin the MMO as a whole. Remember, World of Warcraft used to be the king of MMORPGs. But then, as King Terenas Menethil did say, no king lasts forever. And I believe the same will happen to Final Fantasy XIV as well. But in my years of playing World of Warcraft, I didn't enjoy it as much as in my short term playing Final Fantasy XIV, because I have 14, right? I don't feel inadequate whatsoever. Even though I am not a savage raider. You know, I got so busy that I barely have enough time to do normal raids. And the times that I used to log in is to do frontlines, crystal conflicts. Although I think sometime in the future, when I have more time, right, I'll probably be doing plenty of it. Especially after, you know, when I have my own schedule, personally. But I figured that once I have a job, video games will probably not even be in the menu anymore. A pity. But what's done is done. So before I got really busy, I think I'll try to play as much as I can before the real busy part of life comes biting me in the back. Yeah. But you know, again, we don't even know how and where the future holds. So, I like to keep things optimistic and hope that perhaps, right, will be able to balance work life and play life. Because I believe, who said this last time? There was one streamer who made a very interesting point, right? I think he was raiding someone. I forgot the streamer's name. I think he was raiding somebody in Sea of Thieves. And the person he raided appears to be a slightly annoyed 16-17-year-old who probably couldn't accept that he got lost. So he tried insulting the streamer by saying that the streamer is a 40-year-old person who still spends time in video games. But with the words from what he said, kind of makes sense. Because the word of the streamer, by the way, in response to the young man, I really try to sugarcoat too much of my words. To the young little shit who tried to make fun of him for being a 40-year-old playing video games. So the streamer said, "Why should you stop doing what you enjoy as you grow older?" Like, why? Is it because we have matured? Is it because we have, responsibilities as an adult? And who made the rules anyway? I don't even know who came up with the rules of saying that we should stop doing this and that just because we become an adult. I mean, yeah, probably. But in the end, he gave the guy some wisdom. The 16-year-old can have better things to do as well, instead of being in a video game. How is his high school life? Does he have a 4.0 CGPA? Is he at the top of his class? And even if he is not in the top 10% of his class, what is he doing wasting life playing video games? I mean, if you kind of reverse the situation, because his argument is that a 40-year-old can't play video games and should be focused on doing adult stuff. Then by doing the same argument, right, the 16-year-old shouldn't be playing video games as well. If the 16-year-old doesn't do what is expected of their parents, from their parents, stay in school, study hard, have a strong GPA, then the same thing could be seen. At the end of the day, not all of us are going to become straight A students with GPA, and straight A students, from the way I see it, doesn't guarantee you success in later lives. And this is something that I learned as I watch a lot of my peers, right? Who were formerly straight A students. It's a bit disheartening the more I think about it. This guy was a former straight A student. But he couldn't make it. In life. And what happens in the end is that, last I heard, they had to send him to rehabilitation because he dabbled in substances. I can't really say the exact word because I don't, YouTube. But I think the moment I say substances, you guys know what I mean. They had to send him to rehab because he was using substances. And this was a former straight A student. Hey, Para, welcome. Yeah. I guess I am very thankful that I haven't become like that. I become a giant robot virtual YouTuber instead. Because of, I like Vtubers, I like tokusatsu, I like giant robots. Is there any more reason to not do so? I mean, come to think of it, right? I wasn't even sure if I was going to be a good streamer. Like, originally, if I have 1 or 2 regulars in my stream, right, I would be very happy. That is more than enough for me. What do I get in return? Instead of having 1 or 2 or 3 regulars, I think my peak was 15 regulars listening in to me. Currently, we have 10 concurrent viewers. That's like 3 times the amount I predicted. Sure, it's not as big as people who are in double or triple digits, but hey, I'll take it, I'll take it. This has been quite the interesting journey. And with that being said, right, this comes to the last part of my plan. Yeah, people are mostly missing out, true. But this comes to the last part of my plan, which is number 6. There we go. This entire first year is my very first experience in streaming, dipping my toes in the world of live streaming. I thought to become a live streamer ever since Twitch was the only live streaming option. Back then. If you're wondering how old I am, let's just say I know things like Justin TV and GGTV exists. Yes, the Gordo's Discord channel is still in the middle of processing. I'll probably announce it at the end of this month. So that's why. If you know Justin TV or GG.TV, you are old. Yeah, you are old. And while things kind of have to come to an end, I used to follow this very popular streamer one time, You know, he was very popular. But then he also fell from grace. And I can't bear myself to see him fall from grace. So I kind of stopped watching him. Yes. Don't worry about it, Falco. Don't worry. If you are wondering, back then, there was a streamer called Pentamlot. If you know, you know. He was funny. I quite enjoyed his content. And yes, if you recall that name, then you know, at some point in my life too, I used to be a League of Legends shill. I didn't even care about tokusatsu back then. I was basically gamer, you know. But I wasn't a good gamer. Because in League of Legends, I was hard stuck silver, hard stuck gold. Yes, that game never cared for it. Better not. The answer is better not. I think at some point, every youngster back then dreams about being a professional gamer after seeing the successes of many of the similar age. But in order to get there, you have to be really, really good. And not all of us are good gamers. And even today, I'm not a good gamer either, but at the very least, I'm enjoying life. So, the end of Season 0 would basically mean the end of the first year of my streaming. You know? I consider it Season 0 because I was trying things that was out of my comfort zone, which is live streaming. And somehow, it went quite well. So, yes, Bara, I get the joke. And thanks to that, we've been able to do many, many things. And as such, with the arrival of the Herald of August 2023 and coming on September, I guess it's good to say that Gold Guardian Season 1 is very well on the way. With that, we had this anniversary art, I think some of you have seen it already, created to commemorate this. This was pretty much a culmination of the first year. You know? This is pretty much the culmination of the first year. Yeah, there we go. If you're probably wondering what do the bugs in the hand are meant for, right? Here, let me show you. Yes, it's drawn by Ash Michigan. Yes, Jin gets it. 085, or in this case, the enemy is OBS. OBS shenanigans. All could be said, I guess, when you come to think of it, it could look like a dead empire invasion where they send OBS errors as flying drone bugs, you know? Yeah, it is a canon event when you come to think about it. But yeah. This is an official art. Also, there is one more thing I want to show you guys. Before we call it here, because I think I have enough. This stream is basically the opening to the anniversary. There is something that I want to show you as well. This artwork is actually done quite some time ago, right? This artwork was actually done very early, but I haven't had a chance to show it because the project related to it keeps on getting delayed. Which project it is, you'll have to find out. But I'll just show you, okay, as a teaser. So, there we go. Behold. I'm not going to say anything, but here's a teaser of the artwork. I am not going to say anything still. So, all I can say is, let the speculation commence. Before you go say anything, no. It is not the arrival of a new VTuber. Not yet. Not yet. But what is happening here? You know? Find out next time on the next episode of Metal Ball Z. You are assuming it's a cast that you see in the opening. Okay. The short answer to that is no. It's a completely different cast. But that's the only artwork that I am willing to share to each and every one of you for now. With that being said, it is currently 11:30 p.m. in Japan. I have to go back to I have to go back to work, not Baldur's Gate. I have to go back to work. When are we going to get Gul Dakimakuras? Do you want a Dakimakura? Do you guys want a Gul Guardian Dakimakura? What? Hang on. Let me just pull this up. Dakimakura is a body pillow. I got to ask you something. Where do you see body pillow in this? Do you see this art of me majestically walking away from an explosion after the catastrophe I basically just did, like a tokusatsu movie? Where do you see a body pillow in this? I mean, I'm flattered, but at the same time, where do you see a body pillow in this? I'm flattered. I'm very flattered, you know. You want to? Never mind. I'm not going to say anything much. Back to the plans. Oh yeah, one last thing. This is something that I also want to mention. Are you guys ready? I'm going to move this thing up. I'm going to move this thing up. We have plan number 7. I'm going to move this thing up. The last plan for the evening. This is something that some VTubers have. And I'm going to use it as well. Ta-da! We are getting a channel mascot. To further explain, do you know how some of the very popular no, it's not the OBS bug. No, it's not the OBS bug. Do you know how some of the very popular VTubers, like, I'm going to mention some names, right? Do you guys know Saran Tatsuki from Niji Sanji? She has this dragon mascot on her model, right? Or maybe, like, Louis from Hololive, the owl VTuber. She has an owl mascot. Even even Watame herself and all that, right, has their own channel mascots. Yeah. No, we don't have a budget for 3D. But yeah. Now, as for what exactly the channel mascot is, I am not going to tell you guys yet, but all will be revealed in the meantime. But I'll just give you one clue, right? It is not a bird, dragon, pet, it is not an animal. The channel mascot is humanoid in shape. That's all I'm going to say. All shall be revealed soon. It's going to be a what? Nah, Nah. That's too easy. That is too easy. That is too easy. Too easy, Para. Too easy. And that being said, alright. That's it for tonight. Thank you so much for coming to the first Gordoniversary stream. Right? I look forward to the celebration, but you can consider yourself, right, already celebrating the moment this stream is over. So here's what you can do. You can use this hashtag I have right above me. Okay? Hang on. Yes, this one. You see this? You can use this hashtag right above me to post on things that you want to celebrate with, or have fun with during the anniversary. Additionally, you can use this. I see it on Twitter before, but I'll do it again. If you have something that you want to share, shenanigans, basically funny things that you encounter throughout your 1-year journey with me, share it on Twitter, Feel free to use both of these hashtags, right? Fan arts, stories, clips. I know some of you, even though I say don't clip it, you still clip it anyway. So, you have my permission. Go buck wild. You have my permission, right? Until the end of August, go wild. Do it. I'll take everything you guys throw at me. Go wild, ladies and gentlemen. Until the end of August. Give me your words. With that being said, I love how after I made all that declaration, that you guys didn't see that I added a number 8 in there. Yeah. But here's the thing. It's Twitter, so please keep it civil, okay? Keep it civil, because here's the thing. One time, okay, because with all things, there is always a disclaimer. I guess I should say it anyway, right? I said go wild, but remember, you guys are representing a small fandom, so at the very least, keep it civil, okay? And by keeping it civil, I mean this. There was a follower last time who replied a good morning thread. A good morning thread, right? By first, he introduced himself, right? And on his introduction post, remember, this is under a good morning greeting of mine. Under his introduction post, he said, I made art of you. Of me, basically. And then he plastered there an art of me with a giant heaving ding dong right under a good morning thread. Now I understood that maybe he wants to describe me having a morning wood, but That is see, that night Bara is probably the gayest amongst all of us. Something that even he admits it, but even he doesn't do that. Okay? Even he knows how to keep it civil. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much, by the way. I'm not making fun of you, Bara, because I know what shenanigans you're up to, but thank you very much for keeping it civil so far. So, yeah, it is wacky, but at the same time it goes, do you know other people can see this? So, yeah. Let's not do that again. Oh. Alright then. I guess that's it. It is currently 11:45. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I will see you guys on the next stream. We'll probably have one more or two more depending on my mood this week. Right. I mean, I recently just got a new stream. I just got a new streaming schedule asset, so we must use it. Okay. So yeah. Otsu Gordo, thank you so much for coming tonight. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Later.